Okay, so let's say the problem is to graphically analyze a linkage. Let's say the 4-bar linkage is given and it has orientations like this. So let's say these are the 4 bars and this bar is fixed and the length of this fixed bar is 30 mm. Link 1 is making 45° from the horizontal and its length is given as 10 mm. Let's say this point is B, this point is C, this point is O1 and this point is O3. The length of this link is given as 35 mm. And let's say the other length is given as 20 mm. The velocity of point B is given as 300 mm per second. And this link is moving in counterclockwise direction. This is what it is given. It is required to determine the velocity of point C, the angular velocity of link BC, and the angular velocity of link O3C. It means that almost all other velocities at every other point is required to be known. So very first thing what we will do is that for velocity analysis, we need the knowledge of various angles. The angle currently we know is 45° here, but we don't know what is this angle, what is this angle, or what is this angle. All these angles are unknown. So in order to determine these angles, you can do position analysis, the analytical position analysis we did earlier. If you don't want to go for this so accurate method of analytical, then we can also do it using graph. So when I say graph, it actually means we can also use it using the graphics. So let's see how we can do it graphically. So the very first thing, I'm using the graph paper, and you should also use graph paper for correct determination of various values. So the fixed length is given as 30 mm. So I'm just trying to see 30 mm to plot it here. Let's say so I have drawn 30 mm, and then from 30 mm I need to draw 10 mm at 45°. So I'm just putting it like this. At 45° is here, and here I am trying to draw 10 mm. So I'm just trying to increase the scale. Let's say using double scale. So 20 mm of length represents 10 mm. Similarly, 6 mm of length represents 30 mm. And from here, from this point, we can use protractor. So just a minute. So I have this protractor, and then from here I will take 35 mm from this point and 20 mm from this point. So for taking 35 mm, I am using double scale. So I will use 7 mm of length. The method is not very precise. You know the best way to use it using analytical method, but still. So for 30 mm, I am just using a arc like this, and for 20 mm, I am using the length of 4. So this point I get, we can draw simple lines. And let's see what is the angle. So this angle seems to be around 58 degrees. And this angle seems to be around 17 degree. Okay. So if you remember, while doing the analytical analysis, we found that it was 16.35 exactly. And we also found that this angle was 237 or 238 something, you know. So we are pretty close. It also depends on your drawing skills. So this is O1, this is O3, this is point B, this is point C. Now, in order to determine the velocity, the very first step is to consider a fixed point, you know, in the space. Let's say I have taken this fixed point. You can take any fixed point anywhere in the space. So this fixed point uh, is O. I hope it is visible to you. This fixed point I have taken, this is O. And this fixed point represents all the fixed point of actual mechanism. It means that this represents O1, O3, the link O1, O3, all these are included in this point. This is the first step uh, to do the velocity analysis using graphics. And then we also know that the link O1B is moving counterclockwise, and the velocity of point B is given as 300 mm per second. So rule number 1 says that velocity of any point with respect to any other point on this link is perpendicular to the line joining these points. So velocity of point B will be perpendicular to link O1B, correct? In the direction of movement. So VB will be what? See, this angle is given as 45. So perpendicular to this line will be VB. So VB will be also 45 degree from horizontal. So I am trying to draw VB at 45 degrees. So 45 is somewhat here. And the value is given as 300 mm per second. So again, I'm using the double scale. So let's say 300 mm per second is represented by a length of line 6 mm. Okay. So what is 6 mm? I think this transparent scale will be better visible to you. So I have drawn a 6 mm line which actually represents the direction of VB, and we exactly know this is point B, and this is represented by small b, and this represents 300 mm per second. Okay. We don't know any other velocity except point B. Okay. So in order to determine the velocity of point C, we know that the velocity of point C with respect to this fixed point O3 will be perpendicular to line joining O3C. So it may be either upside or it may be either downwards, but it will always be perpendicular to line O3C. And O3C is making 58 degrees. So perpendicular to this will make 32 degrees from horizontal, correct? So 32 degrees from horizontal. So let's draw a line which will be 32 degrees from horizontal, and it may be upwards, it may be downwards. Just for my convenience, I am taking upwards, but you can take it downwards also. Okay. And we also know do not know the length, but what we know is that it will be somewhat like this. It may be upside, it may be downwards. I'm just taking a trial vector. A trial vector is represented by double arrows. And I have drawn this at the angle of 32 degrees, which is nothing but perpendicular to link O3C. And this is point C. This is a hypothetical point C. Now see, the velocity of C with respect to B will be perpendicular to link BC. Velocity of point C with respect to B will be perpendicular to link BC, and it may be either upside, it may be downwards, but the point C with respect to B will be perpendicular to line BC. So if I try to draw perpendicular to link BC like this, then see, it was 17 degree. So I can draw a line which will be at, so this angle will become, see, this is perpendicular. So from perpendicular, how much will be this angle? See, this is 17, this is 90. So this is 190 minus 17. So it will become 73 degrees. Okay. So if I try to draw a horizontal here, this is 73 degrees. So again, this will make 73 degrees from horizontal. So if I take a horizontal line from here and then draw one line which is making 73 degrees at this point. So 73 is somewhat here. Okay, so I'm just trying to draw like this. See, this angle is 73 degree. These angles you can easily determine. So this point, the point of intersection will be point C. And the direction is downwards. So we now have actual velocity polygon OB and C. Let's measure it. So OC length is 4.2. Okay. OC's measured length is 4.2 mm, sorry, centimeter. Here it is 60 mm. Okay. And the length BC is around 2.3. The length BC is 2.3 centimeters, which actually means that velocity of link OC, I have used 4.2, it means that it will become half of 4.2, that is 2.1. So we can say it is 210 mm per second. Similarly, velocity of BC will become half of 2.3. So
115
mm per second. So we can determine omega 2, which is the angular speed of link BC will be 115 divided by the actual length is 35. Okay, so it will be around how much?
3.28.
So 115 divided by 35 is 3.28 radian per second. But see, if I compare this result with the analytical was around 2.89, 2.8. Okay, so this is the difference because of the graphical errors. Okay, though I have used a very thick pencil, you are supposed to use thin. I have also used a small scale. You are supposed to use a little bit bigger scale, but keep it as precise as possible that you can go get actual results. Okay. Similarly, if I try to determine omega 3, then it will be 210 divided by the length of this link. The length is 20. So it will be around 10.5 radian per second. Okay. So I hope the velocity analysis for this linkage is clear to you, how I have used all the angles. You must keep the two rules which are very simple whenever you are trying to draw the graphical analysis for determining the velocity. The one rule says that velocity of any point on that link with respect to any other point is perpendicular to the line joining them. Second, if the motion is a sliding nature, then the velocity is always parallel to the link. Okay. If it is rotational, it is perpendicular. If it is of sliding nature, it is it is parallel to the link. Let's take another example in which there is this sliding things come. So is there any question from anyone?
Sir?
Boliye.
Sir, in previous question, how did we decide the length of O3C?
O3C is given 20 mm in the problem.
Sir, but during velocity analysis, the length is supposed to be the velocity, right?
In this figure, in the velocity polygon?
Yes, sir.
I just measured it, na? BC, I have measured it. It came around 2.3 centimeters. See? Isn't it?
Okay, sir. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I just measured all these lengths, these two lengths on this polygon itself.
Okay, sir.
You need to practice it. If you will not practice it, you will not get it. And do practice as much as possible in order to minimize the time. Now consider another linkage which has sliding bar. So let's say the problem is there is this linkage like this, and there is this sliding bar, and this so this is a fixed link. Let's say this O1, this is O2, and this is a fixed link, and O1 rotates like this, and whenever O1 rotates, this slides over this piston or this sliding element, this slides over this link, that is O2 B2. With respect to O1, the same point is B1. So B2 slides with respect to B1 on this link, which will always be, the path will always be parallel to O2 B2 at any given angle of link R1. If this is link R1, this is link R2, this is link R0. Let's say at any particular instance, this is making 60-degree angle, and this is rotating omega 1 with 15 radian per second. The length is given as 300. This length is given as 240 mm. And we need to determine all other things, all other velocities. So in order to do the graphical analysis, we must know all the angles. The first thing to do is to do position analysis. Okay. So it means that we are supposed to know this angle, this angle. So for that, we also don't know the length of R2. So first determine the length of R2. So R2 can be determined using the cosine rule. So R2 is R0 square plus R1 square minus 2 r0 r1 cos 60. Okay, so r0 is given 300. So let's do some calculations. 300 square plus 240 square minus 2 cross 300 cross 240 cos 60. So how much is this? Let's do some calculations. 300 square plus 240 square minus bracket 2 cross 300 cross 240 cross cos of 60. So that is and 75 600, that is 274. So this R2 is 274.9. I am just writing 275. Okay. So now we have R2. We can determine these two angles using the sine rule. How? Let's say this is theta 2, this is theta 3. Then we can write 240 by sine theta 2 is equal to R2 is 275 by sine 60. So this will lead to sine theta 2 is equal to 240 cross sine 60 divided by 275. So let's do one more calculations. Sine of 60 is 0.866 cross 240 divided by 275. So this comes as 0.755. So theta 2 is sine inverse of this. So shift sine inverse answer 49 degrees. So theta 2 is 49 degrees. So now we know that this is 49 degrees. So theta 3 will become 180 minus 60 plus 49. So it becomes 81 degrees, correct? So now we know all the angles. Now we can proceed for velocity analysis. So how to proceed for velocity analysis? The first thing first, let's take any fixed point. Let's say this is O and this represents all the fixed points in the figure, that is O1 and O2. I will just keep it here so that I can relate. Okay, so here velocity of B1 with respect to O1 will always be perpendicular to line O1 B1 and in the direction of movement. It means that like this. So because it is 60, it will make 30 degree from the horizontal. So I will just draw a 30-degree line from the horizontal, which will represent how much? So this is 30 degrees from horizontal. And this will be point B1, but the value of B1 will be, it is known. See, omega 1 is given. Omega 1 is given as 15 radian per second. So VB will be how much? R omega, that is 240 cross 15. So this will become 240 cross 15 is 3600 mm per second. So let's again use the length of for 3600. Let's use the length of 7.2 centimeter. Okay, the scale. So from this point I am taking 7.2 and I will draw a line here. And this point is B1. Okay. So, and this is fully known. Similarly, the velocity of B2 with respect to fixed point O2 will be perpendicular to this link. Okay. B2 with respect to O2 will be perpendicular to this link. So I will draw one line which is perpendicular to here. So this angle, what will be this angle? This is 49 degrees. So this is again 49 degrees. So this is 90 minus 49. So it becomes 41. So I will just draw a line at 41 degrees from horizontal. So from here, the 41 degrees is here. And sorry, I have just used the wrong point. It should start from O, the fixed point. So from here, 41 degrees are somewhat here. So I will just, I don't know, it may go upside, it may go downwards. So I have drawn a line like this, and this is a trial vector. Okay, so I'm using two arrows, and this will be the direction of B2. We don't know the magnitude and the sense. Again, see here, this link B2, the point B2 slides on this link. So velocity of B2 with respect to B1 will always be parallel to this link. Velocity of B2 with respect to B1 will always be parallel to link O2 B2, which is at 49 degrees. So I will draw a 49 degree from this horizontal. So like this. And from here I will take 49 degrees. Somewhat here. And then I will use the scale. So this point will give you point B2. Okay. Remember, this angle I have taken as 49 degrees. Okay. So now we have various lengths. Let's measure the lengths. So here this length is 7 point, it seems it is exactly 7. So the length B1, B2 is 7 centimeter. So velocity of B1 with respect to B2 will be how much? 3500 mm per second. Similarly, OB2, the length is 1 mm. Okay. OB2, the length is 1 centimeter. So how much this will be? 500 mm per second. So what will be the omega 2? So omega 2 will be V is given as 500. So 500 mm per second divided by the length. Length is given as how much? 275. Similarly, B1, B2 is, we have already determined V B1, B2. We can also determine it using this velocity triangle, like V B2 is equal to V B1 plus V B2 B1. Okay. So this is how we can determine the velocity of B2 using these some equations and with the help of a velocity polygon. So this is so I think there has been some mistake. This angle should not be 49. Actually, this angle should be 49, isn't it? So this angle actually should be 90 minus 49. So this angle should be 41 degrees. So again, we need to draw another one. This is not correct. So at 41, it means that it should be somewhat here, and then like this. So B2 will be here and not here. So this length is around 2.3. So OB2 is 2.3 centimeter, not 1 centimeter. So it will be around 1.15. Sorry. So 115, we can say it is 115. So omega 2 will be actually how much? 1150 divided by 275. Correct. So it will be around how much? 1150 divided by 275, 4.18. So I'm just writing, let's say 4.2 radian per second. Notice that this a slight difference in the angle has brought so much difference. So the angle I have just reduced from 49 to 41, and the answer has drastically changed. So if you lose your focus, this will happen. The angle difference, the angles should be taken very carefully and should be drawn very carefully. So I hope that this is clear to you.